HowExpert! Top 10 most popular whiskey brands. HowExpert publishes quick how-to guides on all topics from A to Z by everyday experts. Visit HowExpert.com to learn more. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more HowExpert Top 10 videos in the future. Moving on, let's talk about the HowExpert Top 10 most popular whiskey brands. Number 10. Seagram 7. Seagram 7 is a classic well whiskey used for decades by bartenders as an inexpensive but reliable cocktail spirit. Though Seagram 7 is an American whiskey, the company of Seagrams is Canadian, and the brand is now owned by a French beverage company. Despite a confusing pedigree, this blended American whiskey was once one of the most consumed spirits in the world. Seagram 7 has seen a bit of a decline in recent years, but continues to be wildly consumed in cocktails, highballs, and in the classic 7 and 7 drink that mixes Seagram 7 with 7-Up soda. Number 9. Canadian Club. Whiskey often gets associated with Ireland, America, Scotland, or Japan, but Canada has a proud tradition of distilling excellent aged spirits. Canadian Club is right at the top of the list as far as most recognizable Canadian whiskey brands. Although the base spirit on offer by Canadian Club is very inexpensive, the brand has been experimenting recently with more exclusive releases carrying a variety of age statements, including an incredible 47-year-old expression. Because the market for Canadian spirits is much less inflated than for American and Scotch whiskey, these older Canadian clubs can be enjoyed at a much lower price than comparable spirits from other countries. Number 8. Maker's Mark. The first bourbon brand on this list, but certainly not the last. Maker's Mark has always stood out from the crowd. Their iconic wax-dipped bottles are easy to spot behind any bar. In addition, Maker's Mark uses wheat instead of rye in their bourbon, which gives Maker's a distinctive, rich sweetness. Based out of Loretto, Kentucky, the Maker's Mark distillery is one of the main attractions on the famous Kentucky Bourbon Trail. Their base spirit is enormously popular, but they have seen success with various other expressions, including full proof and various wood finishing. Number 7. Nikka Whiskey. One of the two biggest Japanese distillers, Nikka has enjoyed an expanding awareness of Japanese whiskey worldwide in recent years. They offer a huge range of spirits, but their base spirit, Nikka Black, is everywhere in its native country. They also offer a range of single malts and high-aged spirits as well. Some of their rarer releases frequently end up as prized finds for serious collectors. Number 6. Johnnie Walker. Although Scotland boasts one of the richest and longest-running whiskey distilling cultures in the world, Scotch whiskey often feels out of reach for many. This could be due to its extremely complex flavor profiles, or its often intimidating price tags. By offering blended Scotch, they are able to deliver a more approachable and consistent product. With clever marketing and distinctive bottle design, this brand has reached the realm of status symbol, which has helped advance Johnnie Walker further. Johnnie Walker's expressions range from entry-level to extremely high-end. Number 5. Suntory. One half of the enormous whiskey conglomerate Beam Suntory, this Japanese brand has acquired worldwide recognition for their outstanding spirits. The most common expression is their Tory line, but they produce an enormous variety of distilled spirits. This brand has been distilling in Japan since 1924 and has consistently offered some of the most desirable high-age whiskeys on the planet. Particularly prized are the 17 and 21-year-old Hibiki whiskeys, which are always in high demand and carry hefty price tags. Number 4. Crown Royal. The titan of Canadian whiskey, Crown Royal is best known for their unmistakable velvet bags that they're sold in. Canadian whiskey is best known for being sweet and vanilla-forward, and Crown Royal embodies that approach. They have achieved success both with their flavored whiskey offerings, like apple and peach, as well as their more enthusiastic-oriented expressions. These whiskeys are very collectible, and Crown offers something for every type of whiskey drinker. Number 3. Jameson. Ireland's most dominant spirit producer is Jameson, who have been continually distilling spirits going back to the late 1700s. Their most famous offering is the one that bears their name, and Jameson is available in over 130 countries. Jameson's parent company, Irish Distillers, also produces a variety of bottlings that are more targeted to high-end markets. These include Green Spot, Jameson 15-year-old Pot Still, and Redbreast. Jameson has even teamed up with breweries to release their Caskmate series, which finishes whiskey inside barrels seasoned with craft beer. Number 2! Jim Beam. The other half of Beam Suntory is Jim Beam, an American bourbon and spirits distiller. Jim Beam's base offering is the one that bears the company's name, and it is a classic and approachable example of American bourbon. Beam also distills and bottles a wide variety of other bourbon, including Knob Creek, Booker's, Baker's, and Basil Hayden. Their portfolio is huge, and they've also collaborated with their Suntory partner distillers to create East-West fusion whiskey expressions that are utterly unique. One of their most interesting expressions is the Little Book series, which carefully blends together rare and ultra-aged versions of their lines together. Number 1! Jack Daniel's. Not only is Jack Daniel's the best-selling whiskey in America, it is also the 4th best-selling spirit in the entire world. In many ways, American whiskey has been synonymous with Jack Daniel's. Although many associate Kentucky with American whiskey, Jack Daniel's hails from neighboring Tennessee, which also boasts a long and storied tradition of distilling. Jack Daniel's is widely appreciated for its mellow and sweet profile, which makes it great for cocktails, sipping neat, or just mixing with a splash of Coke. Like many of the other brands on this list, Jack Daniel's also offers higher-end expressions that can range up to several $100s for a bottle. Their most exclusive offering is the Frank Sinatra Century Limited release, which commands a price tag of well over $500. If you liked our video, be sure to click like and subscribe for more HowExpert Top 10 videos for all topics from A to Z in the future. Also, let us know what other topics that you want us to do a HowExpert Top 10 video in the future in the comments below. Thank you, have an amazing day, and take care. HowExpert publishes quick how-to guides on all topics from A to Z by everyday experts. Visit HowExpert.com to learn more.